Well, money continues to be top of mind for so many of us as we work our way through this pandemic and the shutdowns that have come with it. So let's turn to the Budgetnista, Tiffany She's been featured on Good Morning America, Even in Essence, and so many others. She's also here to help us manage our budget during such an uncertain time. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, I know this is something people are thinking about, but are probably like, there's no way I can barely afford to pay for the necessities at this point. What's your advice to those individuals?
So my advice to those individuals is to calculate what I like to call your noodle budget. So your noodle budget is if you had to eat ramen noodles, remember those days, college, maybe even now? Meaning, what are your bare bones essential expenses? And the way you calculate that is to ask yourself two questions. Is this something I need to maintain my health? Is this something that I need to maintain my safety? Everything else, quite honestly, is a luxury. So just pay for those expenses first and make those your priority. And if you have enough to do more, then you can do more. And if you don't even have enough to do that, then reach out for help. Right now, there are food kitchens that are open and food pantries. You might have to look into a shelter. You might need to move in with a relative. So you want to make and take that pivot as soon as possible. Don't wait. Ask for help.
Yeah. What about people who are receiving those stimulus relief checks people are receiving? If the bills are paid, where should some of that money be going if there's even, a few dollars extra?
So honestly, save. During recessionary times like this, really, it's important for you to have a strong cash position because one, we don't know how long the economic downturn is going to last, and you don't know if the income that you have coming in is going to continue to come in. So I would put that stimulus check in an online only savings account because two things. One, you're going to earn higher interest because those online only banks, they don't have the same overhead as a regular bank. And two, it's going to make your money inconvenient because there's about a 24 to 72 hour wait to transfer your savings in an online only bank to your checking at a regular bank. So save.
Okay. How should people be addressing debt right now?
Honestly, I'll be really light on debt. Normally, I'm someone who I'm like, be aggressive with paying off your credit card debt, but not during these times. As I mentioned before, cash is queen, and I really want you to have a strong cash position. I would be paying the minimum to my credit card debt and putting that excess in my online only savings account until I had at least 6 months of essential expenses saved. So 6 months of noodle budget saved. And when you have that, then you can go back and pay a little bit more to your debt. But not right now.
Okay. I've heard you mention this before, actually, that you can work with, even negotiate with your creditors. Now, I've never done this, but how does that work?
You certainly can. You can negotiate with what I call your service providers. So this is your credit card company, your landlord, mortgage, insurance, anyone you pay bills to. Because there's a pandemic going on, everyone knows there are financial hardship programs that you might qualify for. One, just pick up the phone and call and be honest. Because of what's currently happening, I'm experiencing financial hardship. Is there something you can do? You can actually get your interest rates frozen, reduced. You can get payments forgiven. You can have payments added to the back end. They have a wide range of resources that they have available to help you with. So ask for help.
Okay, I know even with those federal student loans, they were certainly trying to offer a little help out there. Any other advice you can offer people during this time?
Yes, I want you to look into, it's not fun to think about it, but look into life insurance. Because folks are unfortunately leaving us sooner than they anticipated. So having life insurance to make sure that your family is continued to be provided for when you're no longer here. So I ideally suggest term because it's less expensive and you can get more. And the rule of thumb is, one, you want to have life insurance that for 10 years, your family will be able to still have the income that you brought in. So let's just say you made $50,000 a year. 50,000 times 10 is $500,000. That's the amount of policy, at least, that you'd want to get for your family. Or if you have debt that you would leave behind, get life insurance enough to cover that debt. So that's what I'd like to leave folks with, is to really think about planning beyond what's just happening right now.
Okay, I know you share a lot of resources on social media, but where can folks find more information if they want to see some of these tips that you're mentioning here today?
Yes, certainly. You can follow me. I have a blog, thebudgetnistablog.com, and that's where I share a lot of these tips, and my website, thebudgetnista.com. But social media is great because it's right there. As soon as something happens, I really try to make myself available to share free tips.
Okay, Tiffany, thank you so much for squeezing us into your busy day. I know you've been real busy. I appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Absolutely.